All right, so in today's video, I'm gonna talk about one of the biggest failures in my life. So if I would like ask myself what have been my three biggest failures? Well, one has been that I never, I didn't have any goal or idea of who I want to be in the future, and I basically just copied what everybody else was doing in the neighborhood. And since I was basically growing up in a very poor neighborhood, this meant that I would also have poverty mindset, poverty behavior, and I wasn't really going anywhere. And something else that I didn't I failed to do was to get out of my environment. If I had moved out of my environment way sooner, I would have accelerated my growth. I just didn't understand it. And additionally, what else where I failed at was I had the wrong mentors. So just to summarize it, I would say the number one biggest mistake would be that I didn't make a decision to be extremely successful. Not who I want to be, but how I want to live my life. Because the way you want to live your life dictates basically the possible vehicles you need to use, the possible people you need to surround yourself, habits, thoughts, everything. And the very moment I made a decision, I think it was in 2015, I made a choice that I want to become a multimillionaire by age 40. Right now I'm 33 years old. My net worth, I think, is actually only around 50 or 60,000 euros. So you could say hey Christian, 7-8 years have passed and you haven't what would it be? 7 years have passed and you haven't moved the needle almost at all. So I think my net worth back then was around 10,000. So obviously you can say that, hey, with your current speed, you're getting nowhere. And you're absolutely right. What I'm right now doing differently is, first of all, in the this 2-year period, what I've done differently right now is I moved out of my hometown. I made a further drastic decision to move out of my home country for a time period to gather more experience, because I understood that I'm just not moving forward. I literally felt that my thoughts and habits and behavior are so totally misaligned with my goals. It's like I'm writing goals down, but nothing's happening. And even if I take action, I wasn't moving towards my goals. The frustration was incredible. I just felt incredibly stupid. So if you would ask me right now, okay, well, are you right now moving towards your goals? Are you right now doing something that will help you get there, become a multimillionaire? I would say yes, because right now I become a much better salesperson. I've learned so much about marketing. Even this year, in the start of this year, I studied more marketing, personal branding. I started investing more into my sales skills by role playing daily. I'm investing each day to expanding my network. So all these small things, like it's actually like there's this thing in money investing, there's compounding effect, so things build up. And the same is about habits. So what are our daily habits and behaviors compound into who we become in our future. So if you look at your life right now, then this is probably the total your life right now is the product of what you did in like last 3, 5 or 10 years. And this is why like long-term planning is so important. Like you need to like literally like, where do I want to be in next 10 years? Where do I want to be in next 10 years? Am I right now in the right environment, and is the speed, does this speed take me there? Like one of my business mentors told that at least in the US, everybody becomes a millionaire in 20 or 30 years. Like, or everybody earns $1 million in 20 or 30 years. So it's not a question whether somebody earns $1 million, but when. So speed is so important. And if you think about income is like certain amount of money per month or per year. So it's money within a certain time frame. And if you want to become like wealthy, you need actually find ways to accelerate the amount of like money you can bring in. If it takes too long, it better be like incredibly big, like big deal. Because if unless like and most likely a lot of small deals might be even better. Because I mean, of course, it's kind of an ego trip if you can close a, let's say, $500 million or $1 billion euro or dollar deal. That being said, if it takes too long, maybe it would be better to like go wide and cover a larger market and get to this billion dollar like business faster. So speed is so important. If you're too slow, you get killed in business. Yeah. So just to like sum this video up. So first of all, if you want to become successful faster, like dream big. Like look at the look at the most successful people in your neighborhood, or look at like very successful people and look at their lifestyle, and then make a decision like how you want to live your life, and then you can make the next step of finding the right mentors, setting the right goals, starting identifying the right vehicles. And this is something I didn't do in my early 20s or when I was even younger, like 10 years old. I mean, I lost incredible amount of time. I'm right now 33 years old, and when I became 30, I felt like, oh, I'm 20 now. Why is that? Because I fucking wasted my I wasted my 20s. Don't be that person. Even if I'm 40, this is the story that I will tell, that I wasted my 20s. Don't be that person. Like, find the right, if you're like, the advice I would give to a 15 or 20 year old, like, make the decision to become extremely successful. Like, in the worst case scenario, like reach for the stars and maybe you'll end up with the moon. Hey, it's still better than nothing. And find the right mentors. Don't take like advice from people who have given up. So like this video, leave a comment below, let me know what topics you want to cover in the future, share it, follow my channel so you can be updated with all the new stuff, and let me know what you're working on, how I can help you become more successful. See you soon.